When can we get Boss Lady out of the attic? It's usually halfway through the week. So here she is, your host of Halfway Through the Week, Deb LaMotta.
That's right, I'm Deb LaMotta, and this is Halfway Through the Week. Tonight's show is brought to you by me, along with Wednesday Rally Indie Artist of the Week, Laura Delson, what's coming up for the R2RB podcast series, and of course, great music, so make sure you have your headphones on, grab a drink, and I'll return right after the music.
All aboard! Welcome aboard! Your musical journey through the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Enjoy the show. Darling, let's drift away tonight, beyond the stars with gentle light. Leave all our worries left behind in the dreamscape that we find. Feel the rhythm, a gentle sway, in this night that forever stays. In the moonlight, only dear, whispered love that's crystal clear. You and I in a starlit trance, dancing in a timeless dance. Take my hand, let's soar so high. The night our canvas in the sky. No need for words, just a sweet smile. Hearts connecting all the while. Feel the magic in every note, in the air as our dreams float in the moonlight. Oh, my dear, whispered love that's crystal clear. You and I in a starlit trance, dancing in a timeless dance. Beneath the blanket of stars above, we're lost in the warmth of love. This melody, a tender embrace. In your eyes, I find my place. In the moonlight, hold me dear. Whispered love that's crystal clear. You and I in a starlit trance, dancing in a timeless dance. In the night sky our wishes play, with every star a serenade. Hold me tight, future so bright, in each other's arms our endless night. In the moonlight, hold me dear, whispered love echoing near. Together in our timeless dance, in this dream we take our stand.
a good man gone to war. The atom bomb, electric car. To you it's all the same, just one big game you want to play. As if there's nothing more to life. You might be right, but I can't try as much as I would like to. I know you have long hair. I know you belong here. I know you have long hair. You belong here with me. You belong here with me. Your lips don't know the language, but I tell you all the same. It's in the way I call your name, so that there's nothing left to say. But I'll say it anyway, because there's nothing more to life. I know you're right, it's time I tried. 'Cause God knows I would like to. I know you have long hair. You belong here. I know you have long hair. You belong here with me. You belong here with me. Your eyes don't know the anguish of a good man gone to war.
Hey, this is C. Stevens from Asphalt Jungle, and you are listening to Halfway Through the Week with your host, Deb LaMotta.
That's right, and I'm Deb LaMotta, and it is halfway through the week, and I had a wedding rehearsal to do tonight. I am a wedding officiant here in Delaware, and it is a warm evening, let me tell you. And so the wedding itself is tomorrow, and we are supposed to be having a 90-degree day tomorrow. It reminds me of my daughter Sarah, who got married here in Delaware. Oh my goodness, 10 plus years. It was one of the hottest days as well. And the ceremony is going to be taking place at 6 o'clock in the evening with the sun beaming right down on us. Oh my goodness gracious. It always turns out to be a great day, no matter how hot, rainy, or otherwise it is. It is a fun time officiating weddings, so that's what I was doing earlier, getting everybody lined up and in place. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that last song was Anguish by The Lines, and they are a Scottish band. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I will tell you in a moment. They are unapologetically Scottish. The Lines are a post-Brexit alt-indie sensation who write music for those who don't nor want to improve themselves and flirt with unresolved expectations. And the song Anguish is a song written in the silence of the unspoken bond between someone and their companion, dog, Whilst they may not grasp the chaos surrounding us, they bring meaning to an often senseless world. I enjoyed that song. And before that, Glass Iron Syndrome, Dancing in a Timeless Dance. I love that song. Paul is a multi-instrumentalist, multi-genre musician, producer, composer, and audio engineer with over 25 years of experience pushing the boundaries of sound and creating innovative music. And he runs a recording studio with his longtime friend. So that's where we are at. So tonight, of course, as I said, it is Wednesday night. It is Wednesday Rally Indie Artist night as well. And I'm going to switch screens here. All right, so Laura Delson is the group together Wednesday Rally Indie Artist of the Week, and Laura submitted her newest single Run for reviews and comments. Laura resides in France, which gives us a 5-hour difference, and so Laura sent me her answers to my questions, and I will be sharing all that with you between playing Laura's music and other great indie artists this evening. So as I did with Regifter and as I did with Rob Haravan, I sent my questions off to Laura, and she did answer them. She has a really busy schedule. Oh my gosh. So my first question always is, who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do when you're not doing music? Because sometimes you guys have to take a break, right? She says, I am Laura Delson, a French rock singer-songwriter. I'm from the south of France, near Marseille. I have many lives. I also play drums and do the backing vocals in a pop rock cover band called Pleasure. In daily life, I work as a legal expert in public contract law for a French public administration. Outside of music, I do a lot of sports, running, road cycling, and hiking. Has music always been a part of who you are? Do you have other family members in the music business as well? I started music when I was 9 years old. My parents wanted me to find activities to keep myself busy outside of school time, so they signed me up at the local music school, and that's how I started learning piano and music theory. From that moment on, the music has always been a part of my life. As soon as I had a piano, I would set aside the exercises my teacher gave me to play whatever came to mind and compose. That desire never left me, even when I learned to play other instruments, guitar, drums, and then finally bass, which I taught myself. In my family, no one else plays music or sings. I am a unique piece. I like that. Tell us about your song that you chose for this week's Wednesday Rally. Why did you choose this song? Is there a story behind the song? I'm always wanting to know what's going on behind the scenes. I chose Run because it's my latest single, released on June 6th. It's about a theme that's very important in my life, running. Musically, I think it takes things a step further compared to the 6 songs on my previous EP. I wrote and composed Run in 2020 during the lockdown. I've been running since 2017, and the lockdown in 2020 allowed me to really focus on running, following training plans to improve on 5K, then 10K, and half marathon distances. At that time, running filled my days and my mind. When I wasn't running, I was reading running magazines, watching documentaries or films about running, and following the achievements of runners in lockdown on a French running blog. And that's how Run was born. In 2024, I reworked the song to bring it up to date and to take into account feedback from music industry professionals on my previous tracks, without losing sight of my own way of composing, with a faster tempo, a rhythm much less bluesy than the original, and some reworked sections with a touch of electronic sounds. Run finally became the song it is today, more modern and faster than the first versions. The music video will be released on YouTube in about 10 days. Can't wait. Neither can we. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's listen to Run by Laura Delson, and I'll be back.
The city lights underneath my feet. Run to run, run, run to run, run. Fulfill my special need, or I'm incomplete. Run to run, 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 run. Yes, it's true, it's a challenge on my road. I pass past on my traveling road tonight. Run to run, run, run to run, run. to victory. I won't give it up till the end. I hold on. At any time, I lift my pride. It can be true. If you overtake me, I'll follow you. Run a supersonic speed, another go. I'm out of control. I'm out of control. I feel I'm leaving the ground. A thunderbolt. It's out of control. It's out of control. Faster than ever before. Now we'll go time. Always in control. Always in control.
Wow. Do run, run. All right. That doesn't get you moving. I don't know what's going to. All right. Let's see over at the Wednesday rally comments. Let's see what some people had to say. Seems like Tuesday. Good song. Really like the layered vocals. Grunge Tree. I've heard this track referred to as a soft rock, but it's too out of control to be labeled as such. Oh, I've got it on repeat as I type this. Great lyrics, great hook, great vocals, and backing vocals. I live for vocals. Volleying back and forth. This track has that covered. Killer guitar intro and tone. Awesome musicianship all around. This song keeps me engaged beginning to end, and it's been added to my favorites. Mine too. Ron Freeland. Cool throwback to the girl group sound of the 1960s. Interesting ode to running. Fun listen. Absolutely. Let's see. IndyCar Music. Happy Wednesday rally to you all. What a great song. I love the call and response to in the vocals. There's so much going on and so many little parts you've had it. The song is almost hypnotic, which I love. It's so well crafted. Great guitar and bass. The drums really do make the song run along. Absolutely. Dashing Skull Clubs. This song has everything you need. Great writing, performance, and delivery. This isn't the first listen of Laura Delson. Whether this or another great in Dream On, she always delivers. What a great artist. Absolutely. I agree with all of these. Great song. All right. Let's get back to finding out more about Laura. Okay. Where are we? We are at who has had the biggest influence on your music? Even without knowing that I'm a fan of the band, most people tell me they can hear Muse's influence in my songs, and that's absolutely true. I'm a huge fan of Muse, though I connected a bit less with their latest albums. I've seen them live 5 times and have listened to them on repeat since my teenage years. Matthew Bellamy is an incredible composer, and their bassist, Chris Wallenstone, has a rare power. I really admire what he does. As for Dom's drumming, it has often influenced my own compositions, both as Laura Delson and when I was part of bands writing our own songs. Another band I'm a big fan of, though their influence is less obvious, is Linkin Park. Still, there are quite a few details in my songs that are inspired by them. I'm really happy about the return. It truly felt like a balm for my heart. Absolutely. What message do you want your listeners to come away with from your music? My music is composed from the heart. In most cases, I write and compose to express what I feel. I'm delighted to share this with as many people as possible. Music is a means of communication for me. Sometimes words aren't enough. Art, including music, exists for that very reason. Humanity is wonderful in that way. For example, I've always been amazed to see that when I'm deeply sad, I naturally go to my piano to compose an emotional song. My music is authentic. It's a part of me. There's no place for AI in that. Absolutely, I agree about that. Absolutely. What do you like most about being an indie artist? What do you like least? Being an independent artist means that even if you get advice or feedback from music industry professionals, you have no constraints. You're not forced to follow a relentless marketing logic or to compose in any way that's imposed on you. And you choose who you want to meet and why. Being an indie artist means being part of a community of people just like you, and that helps. You realize I'm not the only one in this situation. The downside, however, is that you have to do everything yourself, and it can be exhausting. Press releases, promotion, photos, social media, working on composition, streaming platforms, and so on. And I've asked this of almost every indie artist that I have spoken to, and have gotten to ask this question. That part is a full-time job on top of all the music that you make and compose and put together. The business side of everything is so daunting, and you the indie artist, you put it all together and make it seem seamless, and that it just happens, but it doesn't. It's a lot of work, and I know that. And so our next selection by Laura Delson is Reflection, and I'll be back.
There's something in your eyes, a blessing in disguise. A falling was born to rise. Wings come apart, don't fly away. I'm sick of being told, beware of what you show. So I cannot trust anyone. If so, are you now? Believe me, na 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 na. Talk to me, babe, I'm your reflection. Talk to me, babe, I won't let you down. I choose to walk with you and help me and to go to. If you don't learn somewhere new, just close your eyes, let yourself go. I surrendered, I forgot. Saw myself as a line you're on. For the sake of your protection, tell me who the hell could do this for you? Na 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 na. Talk to me, babe, I'm your reflection. Talk to me, babe, I won't let you down. There's something in your eyes, a blessing in disguise. Really, a fall was born to rise. Wings up, I shall not fly away. Maybe I forgot again. That proves my sacrifice. I'm still hope for you to escape from the place you locked up your heart.
Hey, this is Dana with Dana Begay Music, and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week with Deb LaMotta.
That's right. It is the Wednesday Rally Indie Artist Interview of the Week with Laura Delson. Laura is in France, so we do have a bit of a time difference. So I had sent the questions to Laura this week, and she sent back her answers. She's got one heck of a busy schedule, let me tell you. Besides her day job and doing the music, I'm not quite sure when she sleeps, but she did take the time to answer the questions, and this has been a great, it's been fun reading them and then sharing them with all of you. And that last song was Reflection. I had also asked Laura what other songs she would like me to spin for her tonight, and so she had chosen Reflection and the next two songs as well that we'll hear later on. All right, so let's get back to who's Laura Delson? What's been the most unexpected part of your musical journey so far? My biggest surprise is seeing that on a daily basis there are people listening to my music and giving me such positive feedback, even when I play live. Every time it surprises me. All the songs I recorded since my teenage years used to stay on my computer's hard drive. At first, I never imagined that people on the other side of the world would be listening to my songs and tuning in to a radio show about one of them. I'm still amazed by this, sometimes even a bit embarrassed. I'm so glad that we're able to do this, and I'm also so grateful to Wednesday Rally and all the other groups as well that showcase and talk about and give time to the indie artists, because I would never in a million years on my own have found all these great indie artists. It was always mainstream music. In fact, that's how I started with the show, was mainstream music, and then when I switched over and haven't looked back, that I feature indie artists all the time. So yeah, you guys are great. What made you choose the indie route rather than pursuing a record label? When you start out, you don't really have this choice. Then, by talking with other artists, you realize that labels, apart from the major ones, are just intermediaries, and their role is now obsolete, at least in France. I was once approached by a label, but when I checked out their website, I saw that the artists they had signed weren't actually any more well known than I was, and there wasn't really any added value for me at this stage in my career. Today I get advice from a professional studio when I need it, and I really appreciate having that platform. What advice would you give a new indie artist? Good luck. I would advise him or her to do things properly from the start, and above all, not to rush things. Take it one step at a time. We're running a marathon, not a sprint. Patience and humility are essential. Let me say that again. Let me repeat what Laura wrote. Patience and humility are essential. Time and personal commitment are two very important factors for making real progress. We have no control over time, so you really have to focus on your own involvement, especially if you want to stand out. But most importantly, stay true to yourself, to your values, and be fair with the other artists who are in the same boat. Yes, there is competition, but don't step on others to succeed. It's like a running race. If you want to win, it's thanks to your own performance and mindset, not by pushing other competitors or making them fall. Laura, I love that. I know that indie artists, and there's so many, that it is hard. It is, it's not for the faint of heart, and you all have to, and you do put all your time and energy into the passion that you love so much. All right, I'll be back. This is Laura Delson, Swing That Rocker.
Sound
Hi everyone, this is Ora Davis and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week with the lovely Deb Lamata.
All right, and I am back, and it is halfway through the week. It is Wednesday. It is Group Together Wednesday Rally, Indie Artist of the Week interview with Laura Delson. And Laura is over in France, so we do have a bit of a time difference. So Laura was kind enough to send me her answers to my questions, and I have been sharing them this evening with everybody that has been listening, if you're just tuning in. All right, so I'm going to go back to the Wednesday Rally event and read a couple more comments. Mostly Blue says, I like songs that quote other songs. Also, this is a rich production. You put in a lot of effort into the details, making listening fun. I'm a new fan. Atlas Slip. This track has this gritty, distorted bass line that grabs you right away, but there are also these bright little synths that poke through and add a cool contrast. A lead guitar with a unique tone creeps in too. It's subtle, but it adds a lot. The whole thing has a bit of grunge, punk edge, but still feels fresh and modern. Laura's vocals really hit the theme, like she's actually running full speed, trying to outrun doubt and push past her limits. The chorus hook, run, do, run, run, sticks in your head and keeps the energy up the whole way through. It's raw, fast, and motivating. Perfect for when you need a boost. Absolutely. It is on my playlist for me. All right, let's see. Back over here. All right, are you working on new music? Anything you can tell us about? Yes, I have a song ready to be sent to the studio that handles the mixing and mastering of my tracks. There's just one vocal part I'd like to re-record. The song is called Hostage. It's very rock, maybe even punk rock in some ways. It's very dynamic. Speaking of influences, we could say this song is a mix between Muse, Placebo, and Green Day with a few touches of Nothing But Thieves. I like it. I don't have a release date yet, but I like it to come out around October 2025. And I'm currently working on 3 songs, 1 older and 2 new ones. And is there anything else that you would like to share? First, I'd like to thank me for this interview. It's a shame we can't do it live because I would have loved that. But that's also what's great these days, being able to connect with artists and people from all around the world, and I love that. Me too. Ever since I was a child, I've always been drawn to international connections. I've always loved meeting people from other countries and discovering their daily lives, cultures, habits. Today, the internet makes that possible, and it's fantastic. That's how I was able to join Group Together on Facebook and have the great honor of presenting Run as part of the Wednesday Rally. So I'd like to warmly thank the Group Together admins for the work they do every day for artists with playlists, the rally, the Sunday shout out, and above all, their support. I'm truly grateful to them because it's really amazing work, and of course, thank you to all your listeners and everyone who supports me. You can follow Laura on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Laura Delson Official, and listen to my songs on all streaming platforms. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I think I'm going to have to, Laura, when you get to listen to this show before the end of the week, I'm going to have to see if you're available for an interview because I think everybody would really enjoy hearing you as well. Again, as Laura said, thank you to the Group Together and for the Wednesday Rally and all that you do as well for the indie artists. And thank you for letting me in on the indie community and being able to do the interviews that I do. It is something I never thought I would be doing, but heck, here I am. I'm doing it, and I like doing it. So there is that. Laura, again, thank you, and thank you everybody that's tuning in. I'm not going anywhere, but I am going to play some more music, and this one is the last song, Laura Delson, and I'll be back.
Would you come nearer to disappear? Is this your last song, my friend? My soul is a machine I can't improve. I expect you to be kind, but you choose to leave me alone. doing the right thing for you, for me, and both our risk. Who could guess it all end up like this? The only thing you want me to do is to get into the groove. It seems the weaker I am, the stronger you are, right? We'll be together even if we collapse it all down. Unsure about my real needs, I'm confused. I take pride in its loneliness, I refuse. I can't afford to say we are already on fire. I said, won't you wait and see? I won't hear a thing. She said, tell me why you can't see how blind you are. You hold me back from being free. And I said, baby, don't leave me alone. I won't, baby, I crumble and I fall. It's been a year since you last had any resemblance of a heart. I've died 1,000 times before, honey. This ain't a brand new start. You said the phoenix rises from the ashes, but the fire ain't fertile, no. And I'm growing old. Flashback to childhood screams, I know you do anything to leave. T-shirts and sneakers growing small, started curling up your feet. You said the city let you be someone, but I don't know you now, not in a crowd. Guess I know that it's not so bad if your old scabs still rattle around my ribs. At least it shows that the skin grows back. Once upon a time it did. These days I wouldn't count on it. And I'm tired of feeling like I'm hired for healing. Yeah, I'm tired of feeling like I was high for your healing. It's been a week since your mom called to ask me where the hell you've been. Another night out at the bar, resurrecting your past sins. You said you're running out of patience, but I'm the one that's waiting, and I'm not staying. When you're so sick, automatic, all your old tricks pour ice into my blood. This body cautiously copies. You get cut now, bandage but so she was worried about who her friends were on the playground. She wanted everyone to like her. 13-year-old me hit puberty, thought she was ugly and didn't believe that anyone would like her. Looking back now, I would have said no to self. Take a breath, take it easy, don't be stressed. Life's a whole lot more than you understand. 19-year-old me, she was crazy, but she too was worried about who she would be. Oh, she still thought she wasn't good enough. 6-year-old me, she had a dream. She wanted to sing and she made us believe. Oh, how good and happy life could be. Looking back now, I would have said no to self. Take a breath, take it easy, don't be stressed. Life's a whole lot more than you understand. No to self, take it in, live every moment you're living in. Life's a whole lot sweeter than you think it is. I hope this message finds you when you need it most. It's true, there are brighter days. You may be young and clueless, but no, you're not hopeless. You may not think you'll come true, but trust me, baby, I'm you. So all I would say is life turns out great. Note to self, take a breath, take it easy, don't be stressed. Life's a whole lot more than you understand. Note to self, take it in, live every moment you're living in. Life's a whole lot sweeter than you think it is. I hope this message finds you when you need it most. It's true, there are brighter days.
Don't care for my footsteps, they are gone when the sun sets. Just breathing in and letting good vibes come along. Don't matter what you should have said, leave it, baby, let's forget. So let me tell you how I keep on shining bright. Don't wanna walk, I wanna run. You can always find me in the sun. I'll shout for you if you let me help you overcome. Somebody once told me, make your own destiny. Let the fire go and fold you in a flame. Look straight ahead, no need to hide away. I'm feeling more alive every day. Out in the open or up in the air, I spark the flame that gets me there. Still ahead from a long day, full speed down the runway. Never let those precious good things pass you by. Look straight ahead, no need to hide away. I'm feeling more alive every day. Out in the open or up in the air, I spark a flame that gets me there.
This is David from Couchboy, and you're listening to R2RB.com.
And I'm Deb LaMotta, and this is Halfway Through the Week, and we have been listening to Laura Delson's Run and a few of her other songs tonight, as well as Glass Iron Syndrome, and I've also been playing some of the International Singer-Songwriters Association finalists for 2025. Who would they be? Well, one of them was Sydney Riley, hired for Healing. She is one of the finalists for the Entertainer of the Year. We also listened to Hera, the female vocalist of the year finalist, and Emily Thornsby, one of the finalists for Female Rising Star. And again, I hope you've been enjoying the music tonight. Hope you enjoyed all that I got to share about Laura tonight, about who she is and her music, and we got to listen to 4 different selections, so a great night to be had, especially if you're a music fan. Because I'm always trying to have good music for you guys, so there you have it. And we are coming up at 8:51. As I said early, or in the beginning of the show, I had a wedding rehearsal to do this evening, which is kind of cool because the venue is literally a few minutes from the house. So I got to wait till the last minute because it got very warm very quickly here in Delaware. As you know, this is how it goes. Spring is never spring, and then all of a sudden we're having 80, 90 degree weather. So we've had rain off and on for the last 4 days, and all of a sudden we have this beautiful 80 degree weather today. The rehearsal was at 6 this evening. It was warm. It wasn't humid, so that part I'm thankful for. It was a big wedding party, and so I had to get everybody lined up, and we ran through it about 3 different times just to make sure everybody was in the right places, and the people that were supposed to be walked down and by whom, and ring bearer and flower girls. And it's going to be an interesting evening tomorrow. So it is supposed to hit 90 degrees here in Delaware, Dover. Hopefully that humidity stays away. I don't mind the heat, even though I wear black for the weddings that I officiate, and we are going to be standing right in the sun. It will be to the backs of everybody, but right in my eyes. So it should be an interesting evening. It's a beautiful venue if you haven't been, and if you are in the Dover area, it is Lob Lolly. It was once a Christmas tree farm, and since then they transitioned into an event right here in, where are they, Biola. And they have all kinds of different events during the summer, right through to the end of October. And then they take December, January, and February, I believe, the events are done. But they do other things during that time as well. Anyway, it's going to be a great evening. I'm looking forward to it, even though my anxiety hits about 1,000 before I get there. I don't know why, but... and I've been doing weddings for 15 plus years, but my anxiety just goes through the roof. Anyway, I made it through, and tomorrow I will be not as anxious, but there's always some anxiousness when you're doing a wedding. So there's that. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Let's get back to some music because it's almost 9 o'clock. I don't know where this day has flown by because it has been a busy day. Wednesday, my mom has a standing hair appointment, so we were at the salon to have her hair done, and it's gone on from there. So all right, let's have some more good music, and I'll be back. This next one is Glass on. Oops, who has been off the indie circuit for a minute, and I'm so glad he's back.
In the gentle dawn the world awakes, the light of morning breaks upon the hills. Feel the whispering wind in your heart, guiding you to where the river spells. With every step you take, the earth feels new. In the quiet of the day, dreams come true. Breathe, let the morning hold you. See all the world unfold. Step into the new light. Find peace within your soul. The sky is painted in the colors of dawn. Music of birdsong fills the air. Walk the path where sunlit shadows stretch. Feel the warmth and know that love is there. Hold on to the moments reaching fast in the gentle glow. Don't wait, he is strong to go. Our memories last. Breathe, let the morning hold you. See all the world unfold. Step into the new light. Find peace within comes. Let it find you still, forever seeking the beauty time reveals. In the heart of the silence, the world is calm. Embrace the quiet night. Be where you belong. Breathe, let the morning hold you. See all the world unfold. Step into the new light. Find peace within your soul.
This is Chris from Bone Locker, and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week on R2RB.com.
That's right, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's show with my Wednesday Rally Indie Artist of the Week, Laura Delson, and I had sent her the questions for the interview, and she was kind enough to send back her answers. Unfortunately, there's a 5-hour difference between here on the East Coast and in France, so I'm going to find out if she would be available at another time that we can record an interview. So stay tuned for that. You never know. And all the other artists that I play tonight, Glass Iron Syndrome. Who else did I play? Sydney Riley, here Emily Thornsby, and that last one was Michelle Annunziata. So yeah, it's been a good evening. I'm glad that we were all together and we spent it together, and thank you once again to Wednesday Rally Group Together, all that you do for the indie artists, and that I get to be part of it as well. So everybody stay well. Have a great week. I hope the weather is great wherever you are. To her and her family, setting out to a trip to Alaska. I can't wait to get all the pictures and all the lowdown on that one. So everybody have a great week. I will be back Sunday evening on Out of the Attic live from Delaware at 7 p.m. and my guest will be a indie actress, director, and screenwriter. Cheval has her first indie movie called Funky. So tune in for that, and you can check my Facebook post as well. All right, I'm out of here because I'm losing it. Have a good one, people.
Okay, you can applaud now.
That wasn't my outro that I wanted to play, but that's it. I'm out of here. You can clap. Have a good night, everybody.
You are listening to Reel to Reel Broadcasting.